the reason why we didn't vlog, when I say I didn't get no sleep at all, I didn't want to go to the hospital for no reason. It was just a lot going on. They was like, they was gonna have to give me Pitocin and say look what's coming. It was time to push. Let me tell y'all about this diaper bag and this hospital bag, right? They took my placenta, her head all the way up here and titty down here. Like, girl, we gotta work together.
Hungry.
It's not for the weak. I just meant baby. You feel me?
Nigga, come on, you were. I can't cause the last time out, bro. You could have scored. I'm sorry. Just give me a second, JaLyn. Give me a second. Kyrell.
The fuck?
Action. I'm sorry.
What's up, my millions? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl JaLyn Amil, and I am back with another video.
Extra. This shit is hard.
Oh my god, y'all, I ain't done a sit down video in so long. But as y'all can see from that title, I'm finally here to do my 1 month postpartum update. I'm gonna get into all the tea, all the things, because y'all see y'all didn't get no labor and delivery vlog, and I'm very upset about it because I really wanted that content. Like, I was looking forward to that, because that's really what I was looking forward to my whole pregnancy. Like, oh my god, I can't wait to vlog the labor and delivery. But it just didn't work out like that. But basically I'm gonna just be explaining my labor and delivery experience. I have everything, all the notes right here on my phone, so I don't leave anything out. But my labor and delivery experience, like from start to the finish, first few days at home, how everything's been lately, and then at the end me and Kevin are gonna like talk about how our feelings are, like how the month went for each of us individually. Kevin is over here on the game, as y'all did hear. Excuse that if you hear him. Let's just get on into the video because we got a lot to talk about. Y'all. It's so much. So first, the reason why we didn't vlog was because I really wasn't thinking about it. Like, honestly, like when I was contracting, my contractions started, I wasn't thinking about picking up that camera. Literally, the last video that I posted, I went into labor a couple hours later. I was not thinking about picking up my camera. Like, I wasn't thinking about the camera. When we did get up to leave that morning, I did grab my camera because I was expected to vlog, but I didn't even vlog like on the way there. I don't know. It was just like everything was just, not that everything was like rushing or rushed, but I just wasn't thinking about picking up the camera. But I mean, it really don't matter because like it was more intimate, which is fine because I love that. But I really would have loved to vlog everything. The whole time we was there in the hospital, I was asleep, which we'll get into that. It really wouldn't have been much to record, and the hospital stay really didn't go as I thought it was gonna go, so it really wasn't really much to record, really. But we're gonna get into all of that. First, we're gonna start with my labor and delivery experience. So my labor started on August 25th around midnight. So as y'all can see, I wasn't in labor for that long. Period. Well, this is when I really started noticing the contractions, because in the video I was saying how I was having irregular contractions. So it really wasn't nothing to be timing or nothing to really be, I don't want to say worried about, but it really wasn't nothing I was like, I didn't feel like that was the start of labor. I thought I could have went a couple more days. And this is gonna be like a little story time. We're just gonna play back how I remember it. So August 25th around midnight, I remember we were going to bed. So we're going to bed. Kevin already sleep over here. He be sleep before me, so I'm just up sitting watching TV trying to go to sleep. Trying to go to sleep. You know how it be, you gotta lay there for a minute. I think I ended up like dozing off a little bit, and then I got a contraction. It wasn't bad though, but I felt it. It was worse than it had been earlier in the day, so I knew it was coming, like it was time. That's when I started paying attention to it, because it felt worse. I'm like, okay, this is a stronger period cramp. So I was like, all right, let me time it. I don't think I started like writing it down at that time, because I still have notes in here when I was timing my contraction. Yeah, I hadn't started yet. When I say I didn't get no sleep at all that night, no sleep, mind you, Kevin over here peacefully sleeping, and I'm over here in pain. Like, I didn't wake him up like right away. Like at the beginning, I didn't wake him up because I didn't think we was going to the hospital, honestly. They wasn't too close together, so it really wasn't nothing I could really do about it. It was just like they was getting stronger. They was getting closer together, but it wasn't like, you know, close enough. So I think they would be like, when they started, they were like every like 12 to 15 minutes, I'm pretty sure. So I could not go to sleep. I kept feeling it. So it wasn't like a pain I could sleep through. It was a pain I could tolerate, but it wasn't a pain I could sleep through. I don't know how to explain it. It really wasn't that bad, but I just couldn't get comfortable enough to go to sleep.
They're cheating. They're fucking cheating.
Oh, and then I had to keep going to the bathroom. Had to keep switching sides because my hips was hurting. Well, I tell you, I didn't get no sleep. So I think I did finally end up dozing off a bit, maybe like 30-45 minutes. Woke up around 3 that morning. I woke up around 3 that morning, and then they was worse, and they was getting closer together. So at this time they was like 8 to 10 minutes apart, which is still not close enough. But I did end up calling the labor line because the pain was getting worse. Still didn't wake Kevin up though. I think when I was timing it with her, they was like 7-8 minutes apart. But she was just like, just keep timing them and, you know, call us back. She basically was like, she don't want to send me to the hospital for no reason, which I didn't want to go to the hospital for no reason. So I couldn't go to sleep though, because it's like they're getting stronger, they're getting closer together. So it's like, what the fuck? So I'm just up at this point, 3 o'clock in the morning, just chilling, thugging it. Started timing them at 3:45 all the way until it was time for us to go. I'm gonna put it on the screen so y'all can see, because it would be irregular. Like they would get closer together and then they would get farther apart, and they would get closer together and they would get farther apart. And I'm like, okay, Sailor. Why we playing? Let me see what time it was that they got the closest, because I did end up calling the people back. I woke Kevin up when they started getting more painful, and that was around, I'd say like 5 in the morning. When the pain started getting worse, that's when I think I was squeezing your arm, or you hurt me because I was like grunting and stuff. Baby, when I tell you that pain was like, that's when I knew right there. I knew right then and there. I was like, yeah, that happened. So around 5 o'clock that morning, I woke him up, and this is when it was just being like irregular. Like they would get close together, next farther apart, closer together, farther apart. Like one was at 5:38 and the next one didn't come till 5:44, but the one after that was at 5:53, and then the next one was at 5:57. I think I ended up calling them back at like 6. I'm in so much pain, oh my god, I can't do this, so I was like, I'm gonna call them back. And she was like, all right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys up there, go ahead and get everything together. So we went ahead, got up. Kevin, I think he jumped up, was panicking. He went in there and ran to his mom and was like, what did you, I don't even know. She asked him how far apart was my contractions, and he said 4 minutes. So she panicking, like thinking I'm about to have a baby right here. So then his sister get up. She was just helping us get everything ready. I don't know. I think at that point they were like closer. We got all our things and we got in the car and we was on the way to the hospital around 7 in the morning. So we got there. The hospital was like 25 minutes away from us. Got there, got checked in, got in the room. But at this point the contractions started slowing down. So I'm like, all right, so if I get in this room and he'd be like, oh no, we're just gonna have to wait and see, I would have been so mad. I'm trying to really remember everything. I'm laying in the bed, contractions still coming. I was trying to thug it out as much as I could. As y'all know, I did not want to get epidural. I wanted to be natural, 100% natural. I really didn't want to, but I was like, no, I'm just see how the pain is, try to tolerate it as much as I can, and then get the epidural. I was really trying to just thug it out as much as I could. And then I think it was around 11 is when I ended up getting epidural. I was like, I'm ready for the epidural. I couldn't like hold still. Basically, I'm first of all contracting, hunched over in this uncomfortable ass position, and it's cold. It was just a lot going on. But yeah, so I got the epidural. As soon as I got the epidural, I started feeling so much better. Laid down, and I was out for the whole time until birth. I basically was asleep. I was basically asleep the whole time. I did get a couple interactions with a couple of the nurses before I was basically just like in and out of sleep. And you know, they seem nice. They seem like they mean well, but you know, a couple of them was nice, but then a couple of them was just like, no. I really ain't trying to get on here and be talking about these nurses because they know they're wrong. I made sure I gave them my birth plan and everything, told them that placenta is coming home with me. I'm asleep, everybody just waiting. I think they were saying that my contractions were still slow, like it wasn't close enough together. They was like, they was gonna have to give me Pitocin to like speed up the contractions. When they gave me the Pitocin, still wasn't like, contractions still wasn't like speeding up. They was getting closer together, but it still wasn't like enough. I'm just basically sitting there. They kept coming in there like every hour 30 minutes to like switch my position, like flip me over, flip me back this way and this way and this way. And I think it had got to I think about 9 o'clock when I actually had started like waking up for real. And the contractions, I started kind of feeling the contractions again, like not, you know, too much pain, but I could feel a little pressure basically. They didn't really check me that much either. I think it was like 7 or 8 o'clock they came in. I was still 5 centimeters. She came around and was like, because everybody was, because we was basically just sitting there and everybody got to a point where it was like, I could be 10 centimeters and nobody would know because I'm just sitting here. Nobody has been in here to check. So she came in, checked me. I was 10 centimeters. and Sayla was coming. It was time to push. So we get ready to push. It's like 10 something, and I did tear. So she was just stitching me up. Did not feel the stitches. I only felt like when she was pulling the stitches tight. I had her at 10:28 p.m. was when she came into the world on August 25th. We sat, like, after everything was done that night, it was like, I think it was like midnight, around the time when everything was like cool and finished. One of the nurses came in there and was like, all right, we'll be back to get you moved up to your room. She didn't come back for another hour and 30 minutes. So we didn't get up to their room till like 2:30 in the morning. So then they finally rolled Sayla in there, and that's when everything got real, honestly. The first night, honestly, I'd say it was kind of stressful for me because Sayla crying, Kevin wasn't waking up. I was throwing shit at him. The nurse upstairs was very helpful. And
all the nurses upstairs, I love it.
She was helping me with Sayla. You know, she was telling me how to do things, and I was asking her questions, and she was just very helpful. Shout out to her. The recovery part of it was very nice. The nurses were very nice. They were very helpful. So breastfeeding was going good for, you know, the couple of days that we were there. It was still a little painful, like latching on, which the lactation nurse said that's normal for, you know, it to be painful when they're latching on, but it should, like, the pain should, you know, ease out. Let me tell y'all about this diaper bag and this hospital bag, right? Packed all that stuff for nothing. I don't know, maybe I just wanted to be extra prepared, but when I tell y'all, we did take her pictures in her going home outfit. We used one of her onesies, and that was it. Nothing else was used. Not a blanket, not a swaddle, not a nothing. When I tell y'all overpacked like crazy. Now, back to the placenta. This is when we found out. Upstairs, we found out that they took my placenta. The only way we found out is because Kevin asked. Because I kept forgetting to ask them when the nurses would come in and out.
But I was asking the whole day. I asked like 6 different times.
I was like, we need to remember to ask him about the placenta. So he asked one of the nurses, and what did she say? She was basically like, she called and checked on it for us. She came back and told us that they threw it away. They had discarded it, right? That's what she said. So we're like, all right. Mind you, that was the day before we left. So the day that we were going home, you know, they come in the room and they ask you questions, ask you how was your stay was, if you need anything else. Like, all the nurses came in. One nurse came in there and she just was asking me about my stay. Did I have any complaints about, you know, any of the nurses? So we ended up telling her like our concerns and everything about my placenta and how I was supposed to keep it. She said it was getting sent to lab. She was supposed to tell us about it. Never told us. And now they talking about they discarded it. So she was like, she's gonna call partner relations for us. Partner. If I miss work, I'm gonna just say that, like, girl. She's gonna call patient relation for us. So when why I keep saying partner? When patient relations came in there to talk to us about the placenta, they was basically just building a case for us. So Mama P and, you know, my sisters are there, and they're basically like telling them everything, like about all the nurses and everything, our whole experience there, because, you know, I didn't really know much that was going on, just the little stuff. So that's the whole placenta situation. Why did we leave during rush hour? Honestly, we was not even paying attention to the time either. Like, we left at like 5. Was it around 5 o'clock? It was around 5 o'clock. Y'all know how traffic be around that time. Everybody getting off work, you know, everybody just on the road. I told y'all how long it took us to get to the hospital. 25 minutes. I think it said an hour and 25 minutes to get back. I ended up getting lightheaded and dizzy. So we got halfway and we ended up stopping at my aunt's house. Now, the first few days home, the next day after we came home, she had her first appointment. Breastfeeding and pumping, y'all. It was a journey. It definitely was a journey. I really was looking forward to it. First, I want to say, don't get discouraged and don't be mad at yourself and don't beat yourself up and take your time, because I was very discouraged. Like, I had a couple moments where I was so upset because I'm like, I can't breastfeed. It's not working. It was painful for one. She wouldn't get latched on. Like, when I would try to latch her, she wasn't calm. Like, she would be moving around, and Sayla long as hell. So when I would do the football hold. So when I hold her right here, she kicking off of me, her head all the way up here, the titty down here. Like, girl, we gotta work together. So I would get frustrated for that. And then my pump parts, I didn't have the right pump parts basically. So that plays a key part into your milk production as well. I just had to basically end up giving up on it. My girl is on formula now. I'm not breastfeeding anymore. So that's how my breastfeeding journey went. I think I breastfed for maybe, what, like 2 weeks. Her sleep schedule, she slept for majority of the day when she came home, like for the first 2 weeks. And then after that, she would wake up, I think after like during like in the 2-week mark, 2 to 3 weeks, she would wake up in the middle of the night, like 2, 3 o'clock every morning, and did not want to go back to sleep. As of lately, her 3 to 4 weeks, you know, 4 weeks, 1 month, baby girl, period. Her sleep schedule now, she sleeps really good. And when I tell you she be out, baby, she be out. She does feed on demand. Tummy time, we do tummy time, not a lot, which I'm gonna start doing a little bit more throughout the day, but she do not like, no, she do. Sometimes she'll be there for a good like 5 minutes, but then she'll start getting fussy. But we do need to start doing that a lot more. My girl do be trying to hold her head up already, like we'll be holding her right here. She just be trying to look everywhere. She real nosy. Okay, her likes and dislikes. Her likes, she likes a certain type of pasty. She don't like no other pasty. None of them. I don't even know what it's called. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of it when I get it. She loved the little Einsteins. My guys be getting her calm. Her favorite song right now is True Colors from the Trolls. She likes sleeping on her tummy. Now her dislikes, she don't like nobody bothering her, touching her, none of that. So she don't like baths, and she don't like getting her diaper changed, and she don't like changing clothes. You're gonna have to suck it up because we gotta be clean. That's really pretty much right now her likes and dislikes. So now we're gonna get into basically how each of us feel, how our feelings are after the 1 month, how our experience was individually. So I'm gonna go first, and then I'm gonna have Kevin come over here and talk about his experience. I did have a couple of moments where I would get a little sad. That was really only with the breastfeeding though. It's just like, you know, every now and then. Not really anymore. I feel like now I'm becoming more calm about everything. Pretty much the only thing that was really frustrating for me, the only thing I really beat myself up about was breastfeeding. As of lately, I feel like we've been sleeping better. Other than that, I think the month went by really good. Really proud of ourselves for making it through the month. We really did
I have 5 down,
good
5
job.
eliminated.
A big thanks to Kevin for being there to support me through all the times where I would just get discouraged and just feel down and just feel terrible. Kevin was always there to help me up. Oh, well, while we're on Kevin, to be done, I just want to give a little word of advice for any first-time mothers out there, any first-time parent. Keep up with your mental health. Mental health is very important when you're having when you're beginning parents. Just make sure you're very aware of how you're feeling mentally, because you can become very drained. Like I said, discouraged at times. You can beat yourself up a lot. You can become very frustrated. I feel like having a support system makes it easier. Breathe, take deep breath, because in the beginning you're not really going to get much time for yourself. You're going to get through it. Everything's going to be fine. You're doing amazing. It's hard and it's a lot to get used to. It's a lot to get adjusted to, but you got this. You can do it. It's all for a good reason. It's all worth it. Your baby is gonna be very grateful and thankful. They know what they want, but we don't, because they can't talk. So it's like you really can't.
Hungry. Sleepy. Gassy.
If you're doing this by yourself, I just want to say kudos to you, baby, because that first time I was by myself when Kevin had to go to work, child, it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. To all the single mothers out there, the single parents out there, baby, you are strong. If nobody ever told you, I'm proud of you, because when I tell you, with a newborn by yourself, oh nah, baby, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm just telling you right now, I would not be able to do it. You're not even winning the game. Like, you might as well just quit and come over here. Every time I look at the screen, it's going red.
How the month went for me? Ha 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 ha. It was rough for like 2 days. It was all smooth and easy. We was like, damn, we good. She a good baby. We got this. She lied. I'm up at 4 o'clock. Actually, I'm up at what? 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. She wouldn't go back to sleep till like 5, 6 in the morning. And I had to walk around with her at first. It was just rough. Don't put on her back now. Don't put on her back. She gonna go crazy. But yeah, it was rough.
I didn't even say that we tried to. I don't even say we tried to take turns, but.
Girl, bye. This my intervention.
Kevin would get up with her in the middle of the night. He would let me sleep. Like that one time, he let me sleep the whole night.
I let her sleep all the time. The only time I don't let her sleep is when she don't wake me up. But any other time she sleep and I get up and I'll be on the game, or I go make me some coffee.
That was in the beginning.
And she'll fall asleep on my lap or fall asleep on my chest while I'm on the game at 3 o'clock in the morning. I feel like we in the routine now. It's easier. But other than that, she's a good baby. She just gotta hold that head up, and she needs to feed herself already. Other than that, it's been great.
I was gonna say, damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. You really don't have time for yourself no more. So
no, you ain't got no time to yourself.
You can't listen, in the newborn phase, because it's like you can't put them down without having to watch them or make sure they not suffocating. And, you know, they can't sit up by themselves, or they can't feed themselves. So it's like you can't even, when you're trying to get stuff done, you gotta do it while they sleep.
People be like, sleep when the baby sleep, but we got other shit to do, so we can't sleep when the baby sleep.
She up.
She up. Oh, she tricked me. That's it for me.
Okay, goodbye.
These motherfuckers.
Let's see, put her on her back, see what she do.
She be acting out when the camera come on, but I tell
Sometimes she have a good couple of minutes where she'll sit there on her back. Once she realizes that she on her back, all hell break loose. She'll sit on her back when she trying to concentrate and poop too. My girl starting to look like me now. Body update, show y'all how my body look. 1 month postpartum. It's definitely T. It's not back to T yet, but we getting there. And I'm gonna put the progress photos. Like, I took a picture every week of what my stomach look like. So this is where we at for 1 month. And this is not sucking in. So period. We getting back to it. I was supposed to start working out, have not. I still might start it next month. And I haven't been wearing my waist trainer a lot. I only really wear it when we go out. So really, I ain't really doing nothing. Honestly, I really don't care. For real, I don't really care how my body, not that I don't care how my body look, but I just made a baby. You feel me? So body tea regardless. Period. So that's really my 1 month postpartum update. That is how the first month has went for us, and I'm really glad that it's starting to get better. And we're starting to figure everything out. Not that it's starting to get better, but we're starting to get adjusted to it and starting to figure things out for how we like to do it and what Sayla likes, and we're getting it together. We are learning as we go. Y'all know parenthood is not easy. You know, you're basically learning as you go. No parent is perfect, and I just want to give grace to all the parents out there, because baby, you can have experience with a baby, but when you actually have your own and raise your own baby, and you go through that newborn phase, man, we're gonna keep talking about the newborn phase, because the newborn phase is the most crazy, not the craziest, but the most crucial phase. Because it's like I said earlier, if you want to get anything done, you got to do it while they sleep, or if somebody else have them, because when you got a newborn, you just basically, it's very tedious. Like, you're basically got to keep an eye on them and make sure that they... All right, y'all, my battery just died on my camera. It couldn't even give me a couple more seconds, but basically you just got to make sure that you're watching them, because they can't hold their head up, they can't sit up, they can't do nothing for themselves, and then they might get fussy because they want to be held. Very tedious, very cautious stage, very crucial stage. And of course, to all the parents out there, if you're new parents, or if you've been doing this for forever, baby, still want to give my props to all of you. Very proud of you guys. You guys are doing amazing. We actually do have a family channel, so y'all, I will actually probably about to make that right now. So y'all go ahead, go over there and subscribe to our family channel. I will put it right here on the screen and link down below in the description. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for all your love and support. My arm's starting to hurt, so I'm about to go ahead and go. I love you guys. Stay safe. Always remember to love yourself first, and you are one in a million. Bye guys.